guess that good compliance can end up with good business. I'm not going to put you on the spot in insurance, which you've already made that statement. But just from what you've seen, can you perhaps give us an example where you've seen something going from really compliant and get really good business results from that? Or perhaps, as was mentioned, Apple's a flip side where they didn't, they went horribly wrong.
Already wrong yet, I have not seen anything. I mean, the only example I could mention is the GDPR example. I've talked about it before, but we've all gone through the GDPR, and at the time I was also working for a French company, and we all applied GDPR because, and even in the UK you did as well, and we used it to our benefits again, because then you could say before everybody else, hey, we're GDPR compliant, and so you can trust us. We have better data management. I mean, you can always turn it into a marketing advantage. So to me, it's probably the best example I can give. I mean, obviously we've got another example here in the room that was not I had not expected, but I'm pretty pleased about. That shows that it's not that complicated, and it needs to go hand in hand, legislation and innovation and thinking outside the box. I know it's hard to put all this into the same sentence. But when you look at what Europe is doing, and the UK actually, UK came back and is working now on the Horizon projects. So we had Horizon 2020, Horizon 2025, Horizon 2030, and even UK startups can apply to this, and we have 90 billion, 90. I know it's nothing compared to what Trump promised, like 150 or whatever, 500 billion I think he promised at some stage. I have no idea where he is at with that number. But at least we have 90 billion that we are giving away. We need to fill out forms, obviously we're in Europe. So we know legislation can be negative, but on the other hand, we also help startups to be more innovative. And so it's always trying to find that balance. And that, to me, is the key to make it a success.
Nicolas, my question is regarding the burden of regulation. If you look at all the fines that EU has pushed on Facebook, Google, they're still litigating. They've got deep enough pockets not to pay it. Whereas a small guy, small AI startup trying to set up is burdened with endless amount of regulation, which means EU is not producing, EU and even UK, has not produced a single, ex-Mistral, a single important foundation model, or any AIs which are going to be unicorn or decacorn. So it's such a shame that Regulation 1 unnecessarily punishes the little guy because the big US giants are just flouting it and paying their lawyers. What is the benefit of having such a heavy-handed regulation, and should it be adjusted to the means of the company that you're in?
Yeah, I agree with this, and I can say that we're improving on that. I think the example this company just gave us about the AI Act, and that was Thierry Breton's brief, was like, make sure at least it doesn't look like something very difficult for small companies to put in place. I mean, Google and Apple have been fined billions, you're right. They are fighting it, but it's very recent. They won't pay. I mean, unless Trump again say that if they have to pay, then we will have more tariff. We'll see what happens there. But they will pay it. But you're right in terms of smaller companies. But one thing that people don't really know is that the European Commission is really here to help. And we have a lot of people in DG Connect, which is one area, especially of Europe, that's around to help out with the legislation and with regulation and to help startups who don't have cash or staff to actually comply to it. So AI Act is definitely an improvement compared to the DSA. DSA and DMA are really for the big digital gatekeepers. So these companies, they have the staff to comply to it. AI Act is light, at least, and I hope it's not going to become heavier, obviously, but AI Act is light because we want startups to be able to comply easily, and that's really something we've learned over the years. yes, it's true, Europe comes in heavy-handed with legislation. I can't say anything against that, but at least I can see that we're learning about it. We're definitely learning, and I'm hoping that it's going to be much easier sooner rather than later.
Good, thank you. Let's move on to Peter, and then we'll have more questions at the end for all three of you.